Hey there. So get ready because I'm going to share with you one conference that you're going to want to get really good at before you start using strategy groups. And that conference is the coaching conference. So you can work your way up to strategy group lessons just by practicing coaching conferences first. So I'm Desiree McGee-Greene, and I love showing literacy teachers and instructional coaches a variety of one-on-one conferences and small groups so that they can meet with all students and support all of them no matter what level they are. So let's get into this. What is a coaching conference? So a coaching conference is when you meet with a student one-on-one and you come already prepared with the strategy that you're going to teach or reteach, and then you give them feedback and you support them as they practice the strategy. So why do we want to get good at coaching conferences before we start using strategy groups? Okay, so reason number one is that we have to get really good at choosing that one strategy that our students need. And I know there's a whole lot of strategies they need, but we have to get good at choosing the one strategy they need. So that's going to be a lot easier if we practice that work with one student before we do it in a strategy group with 2 to 4 students. Now, reason number two that you're going to want to use coaching conferences before strategy groups, and that is we need to also get good at student-centered feedback or strategy-focused feedback, okay? So again, it's going to be a lot easier if we can just focus and get really good at providing that feedback for one student and then move into 2 to 4 students. And then the last reason is because we're going to want to support in and coach into what they're practicing with us, coaching into that strategy that we just taught them or we retaught to them. We're going to want to coach in, okay? And that's going to be easier to do with one student than it is with 2 to 4. So those are the 3 reasons why I recommend getting really good at coaching conferences first and then start using strategy groups. Now, when I first started using one-on-one conferences and small groups, my very first year of using reading and writing workshop, I only used one-on-one conferences, okay? I used research to cite teach and complement. Like those were the 2 conferences I used like my whole first year of using reading and writing workshop. And then the district wanted us to move into incorporating more small groups alongside our one-on-one conferences. And so I was all in, I was like, yes, give me the first small group you want us to use. But actually, it was recommended that if we weren't using coaching conferences yet, to do that first and then go into strategy groups because the structure is so similar. And if we get really good at coaching conferences first, we're going to knock it out of the park when we start doing those strategy groups. So I recommend that you do that first. Get into the components of a coaching conference, the timing, practice coaching conferences first and get really good at those and then bring in those strategy groups. All right, now in the comments below, I want you to let me know where you are with this. Okay, you're gonna tell me if you're a 1, 2, 3, or 4, okay? Number 1, you are only using one-on-one conferences right now, okay? And that's okay. Like I said, that's where I was when I first started out. I only used one-on-one conferences, okay? So if that's you, put a number 1 in the comment. Number 2, you're already using coaching conferences already, okay? Let me know if you're already using coaching conferences. That'll be a number 2. Number 3 is you're using coaching conferences and strategy groups already, okay? And then number 4 is you're using a variety, lots of different types of small groups already.